Hey, this is Bradley J from Alpha Media here on Jack 98.5 and the big 94.5 country. And today I get to talk again about something that's very special and very close to my heart, and that would be Special Olympics as we're gearing up for a big event. And I want to bring on Sergeant Dan from the Topeka Police Department. How are you, Sergeant Dan?
I'm doing good. Glad to be with you guys.
All right, man. First question right out of the gate I got to ask you is a follow up to Battle of the Badges. Do you know the total amount you guys raised from that event?
I believe our total was over 18,000. I think we're around 19,000 total, which was far exceeded what I expected. I had no clue this year with pandemic and restrictions and everything else going on how we would do, and I was very happy. You know, to be honest, when we decided to have it, if we would have made $1,000, I would have been happy. So to make you know a ton more than that, I was extremely happy and really happy for Special Olympics just because I know they've had a hard year, just like every other charity organization out there. I thought it, and I know we talked about it on the interview prior, but I thought it was a big boost to the four local businesses also, just to kind of give them a shot in the arm during kind of the last few months of the where they had all the restrictions on them. So I was really pleased, and we got great support from the community and from you guys and everybody else that's always there for us.
Well, we know Special Olympics is very dear to your heart. It's very dear to ours. We love helping it out. But for people that don't know that are just joining us on this live stream, why is Special Olympics so important to you, Dan?
You know, my background with not so much Special Olympics but special needs. In college, I was a caretaker for a young man that had Down syndrome, and then I also had a kid that went to Cappers that I was an assistant with, and kind of just fell in love with helping people with special needs, and then which morphed into Special Olympics. And law enforcement's always had a really good connection with Special Olympics. A lot of people don't realize, but the law enforcement torch run for Special Olympics started in Wichita, Kansas, and now is an international event and raises millions of dollars across the world. And like I said, it was a natural fit. I volunteered at Cappers in high school. Like I said, I just it's easy to uh, change your day. When you're helping or dealing with somebody that's got significant health issues and special needs, and it just is very uh, heartwarming, I guess, is probably the best way to say it, and really makes you happy. And I said it just today I was at Dillon's and saw one of our athletes and was able to give him a fist bump, and to for me it made my day, and hopefully for him it was a special moment for him. But something small like that means the world to a lot of the athletes, and that's probably what really gets me, is making them feel special and included.
I know when it comes to Special Olympics, there are a lot of just great moments that happen, but can you pinpoint a favorite part of Special Olympics for you? I know all of it is close to your heart and your favorite, but is there a favorite moment or time or something that happened at Special Olympics that you can pinpoint?
At the state basketball tournament 2 years ago, I've got a couple, which I'm sure everybody that's ever done anything with Special Olympics does, but we were five of us in uniform. Were there just to cheer on athletes and help hand out medals and stuff. And a group of athletes asked us to play basketball with them, and we took the opportunity and played basketball with them for 10 or 15 minutes. And some of the guys that I work with that are, you know, a little grumpy sometimes and not always, smiling and stuff. I mean, I think probably had the most fun that ever had on the job. And I'm sure it meant the world to the kids and the athletes that we were playing with. Another one would be um, at the region, I think it's regional or state track meet out at Shawnee Heights. We had Allison Nichols was running and didn't realize her sister was home from the military. Her sister was at the finish line, and just getting to see she didn't care if she was in first place or last place, but the joy and like I said, just being part of something fun, and getting to greet her sister at the finish line. Those were probably some of the more fulfilling moments that I've seen and experienced personally.
I'll tell you one of my favorite parts about being a part of Special Olympics, a small part that I do, was getting to meet Allison for the first time. And then just every time after that, the joy on her face, and just because of the banter we had back and forth, it's just so cool to get to know the athletes and to be a part of what they're accomplishing and being a part of that. And speaking about accomplishing something, Lindsay Gutierrez and Shayla, our promotions director here, have always been telling me about the polar plunge, and they're like, "You need to do it, Bradley J." And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, okay, maybe." Well, this year I've committed, Dan. I've committed to doing the solar plunge, and so I want to know what I am getting myself into, and when this is, and where is it going to be held at this year.
The date is May 15th. It's going to be held at the Aquatic Center, the Shawnee County Aquatic Center there at 21st and Urish. As far as what you're getting yourself into, you picked a good year to come on. Prior to this, we'd always had it in February usually, and there was sand on the beach, and maybe if you were lucky, a tent with some warmers in it for changing afterwards. This year, having it out there, you'll have concrete, you'll have zero entry for the water. The water will not be obviously as cold in the beginning of May, but it's not going to be real warm either. So I think you have come on at the right time. We're hoping to have some other stuff. We're still, to be real honest, we're kind of up in the air with restrictions as far as what else we can have with the event. There has been talks of having some kind of bags, like cornhole tournament with it, as well as having some possible silent auction or food items. Like I said, that's a little up in the air, and we're still kind of, I guess, holding our breath on that. But I think the event, having it at a new facility with no sand and zero entry, and there's some locker rooms there and stuff for changing, I think it should be a great event.
I've been down there at little planning stages of where we were going to be at, but I'm pretty excited. So far, I've got 3 people on my team. I've got myself, I've got Lindsay, and Lindsay's daughter, Ava, said she would do it. Ava said, "Is Bradley J doing the polar plunge?" And Lindsay said, "Yes." And Ava said, "Then I'm doing the polar plunge."
Well, that's good that you've you conned a youth into getting in the water with you.
Hey, Lindsay told her I'm just doing it, man. I'm not a con artist, man. Come on.
That's part of the fundraising and Special Olympics. Anything for $1. So
that's right. And so be listening to my show 9 to 2. Oh, go ahead, Dan. Go ahead.
I was going to say, and if you want to be a chicken, you can just put your toe in. That counts the same as going all the way under. But I don't know why, now that it's not in February where the water, there's years they've had to cut the ice out there, at the lake. So I think it'll be just fine for you.
I think I'm gonna do my hardest to get at least 10 people on my team. So during my show between 9 and 2, Monday through Friday, going to be talking about the solar plunge. Going to want to get people to get on, raise money for a great event, and then get them to come out. I'm going to meet with Lindsay, and we're going to try to come up with some kind of theme. Got to make me look good when I'm going in the water, man. A theme. I don't know what kind of theme I'm going to come up with. Do you have an idea? Do you have a suggestion?
I've never been good on the costumes. Alan Henderson, Becca's dad, has usually come up with some really amazing costumes, and I know that's part of the game, or the event out there is the costumes. So I'm not sure. Don't you have somebody around the station that's responsible for those kind of things?
I'm going to put it on Shayla. Hey Shayla, I want to see if we can get Shayla's attention here. Hey Shayla, you're the creative person, our promotions person. What do you think our theme should be for the solar plunge? Solar, sun. So run with that.
So you said you want to look good coming out of the water. I don't know. That's going to be tough, Bradley J. Do we need to have like a slow motion like Baywatch thing coming out there. I don't know. We'll come up with some ideas.
I'm liking the slow motion thing, so that they get the slow motion going into the pool, and then fast speed going through the pool because it will be fast. And then when I'm coming out, the old Baywatch run, and maybe have the Rocky theme playing in the background, like
Yeah.
you're not gonna fly now. That would be good.
Eye of the Tiger also as you're marching out of there.
Yeah, a little montage of motivational songs all the way through it. So I'm liking where this whole idea thing is going now. Shayla, thank you so much for the great idea. All right, Dan, one more time. Solar Plunge, where's it happening and what's the date?
I will tell you, Alan Henderson has been one of the Baywatch babes, so you got your work cut out for you.
I'm going to have to work out.
May 15th at 21st and Urish at the new Aquatic Center there. I believe the event starts around noon. You can check back on you guys' website, and there will also be some more media publicity reference the actual time. And like I said, some of the other stuff that's going to go on with it once we get that finalized. So if things keep trending in the direction they are, I'm hoping we're going to have a pretty good event. So
it's going to be a lot of fun, man. Come on out. You can see on below scrolling more information. Go to www.ksso.org. Sergeant Dan, thank you so much for all you do as a police officer, as a person, and also for being a representative for the Special Olympics of Kansas, man. Thanks for taking time out of your day. I can see, are you on duty right now, or are you taking a break?
I'm on duty.
Well, we'll let you get back to being the great police officer you are. Oh, look at that. I had the sirens going too, man. Hey, Dan, thanks again. Really appreciate it, man.
You're welcome. Like I said, working with Special Olympics makes it easy. So, and I appreciate you guys' support.
Always, man. Always. Bradley J, wrapping it up.